Showed a little bit of that this morning. I got my jacks put on. I'm just trying this right now, putting that bungee strap in between them to see if that'll hold the handles up. Looks better like that going down the road. But anyway, right now it's about where I'm at. So I'm making up my my battery cables. Right now I'm just tying two batteries together to make a 12 volt. Two 6-volt batteries to make 12 volts. So these are my jumpers to go between my batteries. These I use black wire with red because one end's gonna be positive and one end's gonna be negative with red heat shrink. But anyway, to show you how I make these up. So I got I cut little pieces of heat shrink to go on there. You gotta stick them on first. Well, this heat shrink will go over top of it, over top of the lugs, but sometimes it won't go over top of the lugs, so I always go on and stick it on the wire first. And I use crimp on terminals. You can use solder on, but if you solder them on, I would use both. I would crimp them and solder them, and that's the absolute best attachment, whatever you want to call it. So I use a small little hammer type. So you just put it in there and get your wire in there and get it situated like you want it, and then you just smack it. Sorry about the claw hammer. It's the only hammer I had handy right now. This is not a woodworking shop, so technically I shouldn't have a claw hammer in my shop, but I do. I also have a bunch of other hammers, but I don't know where they are right now. So it's been chaos around here. See, good crimp. And then you just slide the heat shrink over like this. Slide that over like that. Take a heat gun. You can do this with a torch too, but torch you take a chance on starting everything on fire and just making a big old mess out of everything. And if you use the heat gun, makes a really nice looking end. And less of a danger starting everything on fire. There's your wire in. I chose to do 4 gauge. I think that'll handle everything I need. And it's going to be 4 gauge jumpers and 4 gauge going to the box, the power panel, distribution box, whatever you want to call it. It's right here. I haven't installed it in the bus yet, but there's some 12 volts coming in there, so round it up through there somewhere. But I might step it back to 8 gauge. I've also got a battery monitor shunt that's going to go in the system, and from the shunt up there it might be 8, but for the run from the batteries up is going to be 4 gauge. I think 6 would work all right if you had a shorter run, but 4 gauge is for me the way to go. And I'm gonna also put these jumpers and the run going up top are getting 100 amp. I got 100 amp. So I got these 100 amp fuses. These go close to the batteries. So it's a 100 amp fuse. So it comes from the battery to here, and then from here up to the power distribution box, or power panel, whatever you want to call it. So always important to put your breakers in there, because the wire, of course, going from the batteries up, straight battery current. I've seen a few service trucks and different trucks over the years burn down because they never put a breaker in there. And even at 100 amps, it would probably start on fire before it tripped the breaker. But at least there's some safety built in there. Keep from burning your house on wheels down. All right, check back in a little bit. So this shop is a freaking disaster. Anyway, it's been just as fast as I can go on the bus. Finally, getting some stuff done. So today I worked on, so far, I got these, I've been wanting to get my propane done, so I'm putting 2 of these just regular grill tanks on each side. So I have 2 on each side, and I had holes in here anyway. Like I had a hole here, a hole here, and on the other side I got another hole here on this side of this, on these hat channel pieces that come all the way down. But so I knew I was gonna have to do something with these holes anyway. So I got to looking back here, there's a bracket that comes down that holds my air tanks. So I just built onto those brackets, brought some 1x2 tubing out here, and then I'm gonna put my propane tank holders or brackets or whatever you call them. I got this one and this tank and these doors. There's 2 of these doors off of an old junk camper that I bought a while back just for parts for doing this bus build. So I think I'm gonna paint them because the rest of the bus is red, and then all of a sudden there's this big white door. But I was kind of worried about it being enough room, but everything goes in there just fine. And somewhere I have that key for that, so I can even lock it if I want. But I might just take that out and put another twist, thumb lock or whatever they call that deflatchet there. I might take that out and put another one of them in there. The other project that I've been working on is getting my shower plumbed in. I've had a lot of visitors in the last couple days. People want to look at the bus, so I have to keep closing this. But I've got my shower plumbed in now, and I guess you can see it back there. It's going to be my another gray tank, but mostly the P tank, one coming from the urine diverter. Anyway, got that done. Well, shower plumbed in anyway. I'm gonna have to make some slight modifications here to get my vanity in and stuff. That's one of the reasons I put the rubber couplers in there, and just for vibration, hopefully vibration dampening, or make it take a little vibration and movement if this tank does move a little bit. Hopefully it'll absorb that some. I wasn't even thinking about my vanity until just now. But anyway, so I'll get those plumbed in. Once I get my vanity in, I'll figure out how to plumb it. Or I might rough it in beforehand. Anyway, and the kitchen sink is of course going to be in the front, so it's going to have to have a drain line run all the way back here. But I don't know, I'm still tossing around the idea of possibly putting another tank up front here somewhere, but I don't know if that'll happen or not. I got enough to do, and we ain't got much time to do it. So I'm really stoked about these doors, because I wasn't sure if they would work or not. I was thinking I might have to turn them upright, but they work just fine. I can put the tank in there. So anyway, that'll come down like this. I already got one tank in there, and I was worried about having to put it through like this and then turn it upright, but I can just put it through like this, set it in the tray, and there it is. So I got one on this side, or 2 on this side, and there's my regulators and stuff. All my regulators, all that stuff was way more expensive than I thought, but I bought it at a local RV store instead of off of eBay or Amazon. But anyway, so yeah, 2 on this side. I can walk around and show you. I got the brackets installed on the other side, but see here I have 3 holes I got to deal with. But there's my other bracket. Put the tray there, cut out the same deal like I did on the other side, and put this door in. Then I'll just have to patch or cover these 2 holes. But anyway, all right, get back to on the others.